Rĩu ndingĩaria ũhoro ũcio rĩngĩ, rĩu nĩ twaingĩra.
Tũkũrĩa for that minutes rĩu nĩ ndona ũguo.
Ngirĩci amba mute andũ aya nĩgetha wanjĩrĩrie.
Good idea.
Na nĩ atũmutikia biũ.
Nĩ wega ũguo.
Good idea. Jana ciona ndakũnindi kũmitwo tondũ ndaragia. So I want to fix my live because you know I'm always private so that we can go public. What is going on? Okay. You guys allow me, please allow me to go.
For that minutes rĩu nĩ ndona ũguo. Please allow me to go.
Okay. I'm going to unmute you guys. I'm unmuting you guys. Unmute. You guys unmute. Hi.
No kũiguaga Joyce background.
Ona ni no ndĩraigua bado.
Ni ndaigua Joyce akiuga twamba mute andũ aya nĩguo wambĩrĩrie.
Ni ona ni nĩngũmaigua, ona ni nĩngũmaiguaga ngamũrora inyuothe ngajiguka yario niyo ndĩraigua.
Ngũiguaga ndaigua ũkĩaria.
Muogote kwanza ni kidogo pokito. Small. Si unajua niliwaambia nyinyi muwe mkinisaidia hapa, hamunisaidiagi nyinyi.
Wewe unajua sasa we are all hata hii kitu inatusaidia kwa sababu tunaona sasa tunaweza kuingia kwa media live.
Sasa, yeah. So anyway, welcome again back to the studio. We have my sister. This is the 7 Kenyan Golden Girls. We are 7 sisters and 1 brother born from the same mother and father. I know one of them is trying to get here, but I have my oldest sister, which is Ruth. So allow me to take this. Ruth Kenyanjui is our oldest sister. Then we have the second born for the girls, Angelica. She's there blowing the train. Then we have Mama Fuadi. She is the 4th born. Then we have the 5th born is trying to get in, so she will come along. Then we have me as the 6th born, Grace. Then we have 7th born is also trying to get in there. And we have our little teeny bitty youngest sister, Janet. So y'all guys, welcome.
Our baby girl.
Yes. So you guys have to allow me to because I'm trying to we have Peter amewasalimia. Na the Tiger Mom.
The Queen is also there. Na rĩu mami rĩu nake rĩ. Rĩu nĩ kwanja kwĩhitha nyamunyahi.
So anyway, today we have a continuation of what we were talking about last week, which was single parenting, the crisis of single parenting, especially when there is a war, a drive, or you can call it contention, right? And we tapped into the story of Virginia, Tabitha, and Kamotho in Kenya. That's an ongoing story. And you can go on YouTube and watch. It's being aired by Tuko TV, right, Rose?
Yes.
Tuko TV is airing that. So you can go on YouTube and you can see how they are fighting between these 2 parents because of the kids. They had 12 children and apparently when she was giving birth to the 12th child, she was thrown away from the matrimonial home or their marital home, and she ended up in her mother's house. But unfortunately, as all single parents go out there, there was a lot of pulling and tagging. And so we, as the Golden Girls, we have gone through that rodeo. And I said last week, again, you can watch our live Facebook for last week. I was privileged not to go through that tension. I faced some things here and there, but it wasn't as bad as I said. My sister Rose went through that. My sister Angelica have gone through that. And my little sister, actually, she is still going through that. And it is not a beautiful thing when two parents are fighting na nyasi ndio inaangamia, which is the kids. So I'm going to open up the floor for everybody to continue, with this story. I know some people reached out to me and they were like, Grace, you guys are harsh on men because even men go through this thing. But I want to assure you that the reason why whatever we are sharing is our personal stories, right? And I also want you to understand that as much as men are going through the same rodeo that we as women are going through, it's not majority of men that go through that, because most of the time the men wanachaga wanawake na watoto wanaenda zao. Some of them they forget about the kids, some of them they fight actually for their kids. So every situation is different, and so we are just sharing our experiences through the eyes of other people who have gone through what Tabitha, Virginia, and Kamotho are going through right now. So
right.
Mama Fuadi last
about
week,
all men out there.
Mama Fuadi last week alituambia watu wasipate watoto wengi. Don't get 12 kids. That was
lakini unaona lakini topic ni yenu. Unaona watu wa kuruko heri, unaona watu wa kuruko hawana shida kwa sababu mababa zao hawataki watoto. So you okay, unalea bila shida. Mimi siko kwa hiyo group ya single and desperate.
Kwa sababu yako mtoto ni kubwa alirukwa.
Irukwa sasa akaniachia bila chuki.
Okay.
Hakuna kupigana, unaona mimi niko line mzuri. Sasa nyinyi mko na shida, hebu tuambieni sasa.
Hi Lilian. Mmesalimiwa na Lilian.
Love you back. Hi.
So Lilian.
Joyce endelea.
Kuna mtu mwingine anaingia hapa ako backstage. That's my sister Judy. Welcome Judy. So
our lawyer.
I wanted to explain this. Some of us are single not by choice. Some of us either were divorced. Some of us were abandoned or rejected. Some of us are by choice. Kuna watu wengine wanadecide I want to be single for the rest of my life or something. But whatever situation, our issue is there should not, watu wasipigane na watoto wakuwe ndio wanaangamia. There should be that freedom of both parents enjoying the access and the relationship ya watoto. So I know Janet was not there, and Judy wasn't there. So I can start by giving them the platform, especially Janet, Hannah Toto. But I know she has encountered the contention that has been in our family. So Janet, just give us an overview on how maybe you feel about especially a situation kama ya Judy. We don't get to see the kid, and just share your views.
Okay, I would like to be very respectful, so I don't say the wrong thing.
Because I know Janet.
Tunamsikia.
No, we can hear.
Me, I can hear her.
Oh.
As we can hear.
Na vile ameanza vizuri
usiharibu.
Hapana, wewe unatoka
No, analog off alafu back on. No.
Gata kwa heri.
Ni kama wewe Joyce. Joyce unaongea hata wewe si uko hivyo. Unaongea na mtu hata hujasema kwa heri, unaacha mtu kama anajiongelesha hapo. Hai, mudo na dera go bye. unakutaka umekatwa.
Hi, Janet.
Ithe nĩguo mũndũ aiguaga rĩu ndamaka
Nakusikia sasa.
Tunakusikia.
I don't have much to say, and I would like to be very respectful because I know there's people listening when they're very close to our little girl Ava. Even though she was taken away from us at a very young age, and I remember, taking care of her and her growing, and but we only had the opportunity to be with her for only 2 years, which was a short time, but we got very attached to her. So her to have been taken away from us, we felt like it was very unfair because as a family we're really...
It's 3 years.
Oh, it's 3 years. Okay, actually it was 3 years. I thought it was just 2. 3 years. But it's so unfortunate she was taken away from us. It was very heartbreaking, but Najua, the system has been made in a way that the judge makes the best decision for the kid. If the judge thinks that the kid is best to be in the hands of the father, they'll do that. If the kid is best in the hands of the mother, they'll do that. But I don't like the way the system is made because I think that they should look at deeper things. Because Nangalianga story, so, and it hurts me so much because for Ruth, yeah, she was the breadwinner of the family. So to have had the kids taken away from her makes no sense to me. I'd like to think that maybe something prejudice work in that system for her to have been the kids taken away from her, because I got to live with Rose and I got to see how good of a mother she was and how she took care of her kids. Her kids were always first, but it's just some things are unfair, and it takes a huge toll on the entire family, not alone. So my mom, it was very rough on her. The rest of us, it was very tough, but I guess that's just how the system is set.
Yeah, well, good job. Yeah.
Well said, Jano.
That's and it's something that
Judy, don't be sad.
I know there are so many. It's not just us. I know there are so. Let me tell you, I sent my sister Joyce another tragedy, another drama happening, like Kamotho story. A wife, and then because they have not been legally married, and they have been together, they have the wealth together, and he has the nerves. He got the nerves to kick her out with the children, and then bring another woman in their house. They have been living for 12 years. A beautiful mansion. If you see that mansion, it's like living in abroad. So there's so many, and if I see, according to whoever he's calling is a fiancé and the husband, because I know this husband and wife, but if you see who are suffering most, it's those children, because I saw the daughter. I saw the daughter.
I saw
on
them.
The side of the mother when they're exchanging
the son could not talk. Yes, it's true.
That traumatized the children. And I don't know why Kenyans, they have started becoming like abroad people, like white people.
Yeah, Westerners.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are not that.
Yes.
The white people's heart and our heart, they are very different.
Different. For good reason.
When you are torturing the other partner, the children, they are suffering. Trust me, you are destroying those children. You might think you're gonna raise that kid might start having drugs problem at a young age. That child might start being alcoholic at a young age. That person, you might even create a murderer in your own house. You might even create somebody who is like a thief in that house, because you have created a cold heart. Just let the children, if they tell you, I want to see my dad, I don't care how much you hate that dad. I don't care how you hate that mother. Just let them see their children.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you. It's about them. It's about the kids. Innocent children brought in this world. Yeah. Innocent children you brought to this world.
Yeah.
And this has to stop. And you know what? I want, because I know in our country we have elderly people. I want those elderly people who are there a long time ago to come back. So whenever the two people they are fighting, they will come and stop that fight and make those children they are being raised right without no problem. Those elderly, that culture has to come back. Because everybody has become ignorant. It's just me.
Yeah.
Me.
Selfish.
And I'm going to say the way my sister said, Joyce, if it's about you, stop having children. You can go there, remove that womb, remove those sperms for good.
Yes.
Than letting those things happen.
Yeah.
Simple. That's what I would say.
You see, that's why I love my ex. Aliniruka na akaniruka cha ukweli na hajawahi nisumbua. That's why I love him so much. Even now we are great friends. Aniambia sijui nini, kumeenda, hapana. He stood by his word till now. I respect that man. Asalimike sana.
Yeah.
Apokee salamu.
Yeah, because
your situation is different, Joyce. Mama Fuadi, your situation being different, you are at advantage because even the child is not asking about the dad. You know?
Hata hizi taka kumsikia by the way.
Kwa sababu kulikuwa na hiyo separation when the kid was little. That's what I'm saying. He was never there from the beginning.
Like us, we were in the marriage, and those children, they knew the mother, they knew their dad.
Yes.
You know, whenever you are doing that wrong,
my case is different. My case is different.
Wrong. I want everyone now. If you are hating somebody because you separated, stop doing that. You need to come back. You need to come back to yourself.
Right, ma'am.
That child, if that child is crying for the father, if that child is crying for a mother,
unajua mother ni referee.
If it's crying for the father, do it. Because at the end, let me tell you one thing. I don't care even if you go to a Corino church. I don't care whether you go to that Pastor Nganga you guys you adore in your country. I don't care whether you go to which bishop or you go to our Pope in Catholic. Even if you pray, you are still cursing yourself and you're cursing those children. You're cursing yourself and you're cursing those children. So don't think that you're going to get away with it. You know, I don't want to talk much because I have some stuff I'm going to tell you, even after going to that situation, going to the end, losing of my own son, you know, just because of, you know, all this drama going on. So let me tell you one thing. I don't want somebody to end up losing a child just because of something that we can rectify as a grown person. Nobody pushed you in that bed to open those legs. Nobody pushed you to ejaculate those sperms. Nobody, whatever, told you to receive it. So make sure whatever it is the children, not you. Not the father.
I always say they did not put an application to come into the world.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes.
But on that note, I would also want to challenge women. The women who have the primary custodian of the children, do not frustrate men. Because as much as men are wanting to have a relationship with the kids, I was talking to one of the guy, and this is what he said. I want to have a relationship with my kids. I'm going after my kids, but I have to go through the mother. And the mother, because they are bitter or they are spiteful or they are angry, sometimes they even feel like, and I want her back. But it's not because I want her back. I would love to have her back, but it's not because I want her back. I'm trying to get a relationship with the kid. But then the woman, because she is bitter or she's angry, what does she do? She starts pushing back and she starts frustrating the guy. So now she's denying the guy to have that relationship. And we have a lot of, especially here in diaspora, the diaspora single parents, they go through it's sad. It's sad for any parent to deny the other parent the right to see their kids.
Very sad.
You know, I have said again and again, I feel pain, and my heart cries out, because I would love to see my niece, but somebody decided they cannot let us see the kid, not even allow her to call us during her birthday, just so that we can say happy birthday. You are 6 years old, you're 7 years old. You're denying that. It's just unbelievable. But I always say, whatever you sow, you shall reap it back.
Oh, definitely.
Over time, you shall reap it back.
Yeah.
So it is just very. It's sad. It is sad.
Amen. One.
It's not right for children to be denied the right to have a relationship, because I said last week, what those kids miss, or what you miss as a parent, you will never recover. You will never recover at all. Una miss out their
Oh, that's good. You put some
Amira says, so true. It takes two mature people to understand that the child or children belong to both parents. It's crazy how some parents reason. It is just unfortunate that some parents are so selfish, and I want to challenge mostly I want to challenge women, because I know we women, we can make somebody's life a living hell.
Yes.
So I would want to challenge women out there, just jello down your heart, give the other parent the opportunity to have a relationship with a child. Do not deny them that. I am just begging you and hoping that you'll get to a platform of understanding that is not about you.
Yeah.
It stops being about you and it starts being about that child or
Yes.
those kids. Because some kids, most kids, they don't even choose, like, oh, I love my dad more over my mom. These are kids. They love their parents.
Yes.
So why would you deny them that chance to have a relationship with their parents? I don't know, Judy, if you have something to share. I know you have gone through. Yours is a tough case. You haven't been able to see your kid.
I think
it's
not good.
Oh, she's not.
Simu yake ina hang.
Yeah, because she's somewhere that the signal somewhere kuna signal mzuri.
Kwani anatumia nini, inaitwa nini ile ya Kenya, inaitwa nini?
Mwambie apande kwa mti.
Bundles. Maybe anatumia bundles. Hata Europe, you guys use bundles.
No.
Sometimes
no.
yes.
Ukiwa kwa barabara, yes.
No. Ukiwa kwa barabara.
Here we have a lot of Wi-Fi. We have a lot of Wi-Fi. Tunaitaka Wi-Fi.
She keep getting muted.
She's muting herself because I'm not the one who is muting her. But anyway, I would like to challenge everybody out there mwenye anapitia single parenting.
Wacha niende choo, I'm coming back.
To be better kwa ule parent mwingine. Don't deny them. We are in that situation as much as mtu kama Tabitha. Is it Tabitha or Virginia? Tabitha. Ruth.
Tabitha.
Virginia
is the wife with 12 kids. Tabitha is the slave, the old slave.
Okay, but
the cruel woman.
Kuna slay queen, but slay queen, okay. Slay queen allow the other parent aone mtoto wake. The same way with God, and munasalimiwa hapa. Washuka is saying hi to you guys.
Hey, Shuka.
Hi, Shuka. Shuka, tumeonana tena.
Hey, Christine. I'm glad you joined.
Na Shuka anasema you sound like your mom. Unajua ndiye first born, ndiye alichukua sauti yote ya my mom. She's the first born.
That's very funny.
Yeah, she is the one who picked up the whole voice. But anyway, atukwa tukae leo, we just wanted to finish up because at the old slay queen. She said old slay queen. Yep.
Yeah.
Amemwita old slay queen. Amemtukana lakini ni sawa. Yeah, but whatever
Huyo
situation
anahitaji
that you find
matusi.
yourself, yeah, whatever situation you find yourself in, please do not frustrate the other parent. Two, I would also want to talk about the child support in line with the single parenting. I know a lot of single parents, if you are not getting a child support, it becomes a battleground. You can't see the kid because you're not paying the child support, or you can't do this because I haven't received the payment. That should not be a battleground for refusing the other parent to see the kid, especially kwanza kama mumeenda kotini. If the court has legal papers kuoneshana how the system should work between both of you, you should not take advantage of that. And unfortunately, the second parent sometimes decide not to fight, and they back off and they walk away, but then the kids suffer at the end of the day, or with your spite, or with your bitterness, or with your anger and frustration. The kids suffer. I've seen it in my family, and I know it hurts. I know it's painful, and I would love and like to challenge those parents out there: do not put your kids on the same rodeo. Do not do that. It's just a sad thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Joyce, what do you?
because I normally see that for how long are you gonna consume or enjoy that child support? It disgusts me that because I've been in the situation, so it disgusts me that you are paying that child support, and when your child reaches high reaches to go to college, that child has not even single penny even to buy a pen or a pencil. The child starts getting student loans. You are putting your child in debt instead of cooperating with the other parents and save that money in the bank for that child, so that when that child goes to their college, they don't have to struggle.
Watuka.
So I don't see why everybody keep on thinking this child support, it's only for 18 years. 18 years goes like a blink of an eye, honey. I don't care whether your father receiving child support or is a mother receiving the child support. You're going to receive it for 18, but you have raised an animal in that house. You have raised a child that is an animal in that house. Because that child is grow with bitterness, you refuse to see the other parent, and you think that child will never go outside there in the community and show the difference that, you know what, I know my mama is alive. Why can't I see my mama? I know my daddy is alive. Why can't I see my daddy? And after that, all those questions, that child is gonna keep on digesting it, and the bitterness gonna start growing and growing and growing. And that's why we see most of our Kenyan children, they are going to therapy and psychiatrists. Just because we never do parenting anymore, God forbid. We don't. Parenting is whenever you have your children growing in the right way. When you raise that Obama, when you raise that, you raise that the King, Martin Luther King, when you raise that pastor, when you raise that priest, that's what parenting is. Parenting is not denying the other parent. Parenting it's not denying your child any parent just because of 18 years. 18 years, that child is gonna go on the street, starting having guns. He has to hustle. He has to sell those drugs. He has to go to. Many of our children, they are getting married to somebody over 20 years difference. Why? A young man, just because you never raised a child, you raised somebody different, which you could have raised somebody who is different from whatever you raised. I'm so thankful. I raised very, very good children. All of them, even the one who passed away. I put them through God. I put them even, I used even to use the wooden spoon, to be honest with you, to raise them. And they're Americans. But at the same time, when they grew up, it's now to talk to them, to their level. To make each other, we understand each other. Instead of fighting the father who doesn't want to understand the children, Let me just now be with the children and make them know, you know what, you can be strong. If your mother is strong, you can be stronger. But why should I?
Uliweka the roots.
Why should I use all that energy to, to convince, to talk to the children, whatever, something that both parents, you can come like an adult, mature ones, and talk and say, we're not going to fight. Yeah, either Jerry, even if it's at midnight, either Kamau, mwana kunia na kwenda, ni uko mugira, kafa the other person, aragage kumugira, afafa unyone ya kugira kiroko. People, they have to start now going to the thinking about the children's welfare, because we are losing our generation.
Yes, we are.
We are losing our generation at a very high rate.
Yes. Washuka amesema, the thing I have realized is the kids are the ones who suffer and they grow up to be traumatized people, and what happens to them when they are young, it never leaves them. It is very true. The trauma that is inflicted in those kids, it never leaves them, and they always remember, even in their adulthood. But it's gonna take mature parents who are going to put down their guard, their ego, their pride, and again their bitterness, because when people separate, there's a lot of anger and bitterness. They have to put all that down and reach out to the other side without pride, because abunajua pride kills. Pride is the big thing and it kills. We have to put our pride down and reach out to the other side for the sake of our children. Kwa sababu hakuna mzazi, there's no parent that wants to see their kids traumatized. That's not our wish, that's not our desire. But I want to throw these to Angelica and ask her, so because of what you guys have gone through, and of course you have the little one still there, have you ever had an opportunity to talk to them on what goes on or what has happened in the past between you and their dad? Have you ever had an opportunity to talk to them?
Yeah, sure. Kuongea na watoi ya mostly Carlos. Tombi wagasitaki kumwambia vitu mingi juu already hao watoi wameona vitu mingi. So I really try to weigh ile kitu nawaambia and what I have not to tell them. Carlos saizi ni 19 years old, he understand very well. Unaona? Lakini na Tombi pia bitu ni mtoi very very sensitive. Sitakai kumuingiza hizo maneno. Nilimwambia one time akifika na kuna age naongojea nampatia time, nitamwambia kila kitu ndio akuje understand. Lakini bado mimi uongea na yeye step by step. Yeah.
Do they express how they feel, the fact that maybe you guys, out of the way you fight or you have fought in the past, when you are
sure,
to pick them up?
For sure hata kama ni wanaume bado wanaoneshana feelings zao, wanaoneshana kuna vitu ziliwa hurt. Yeah, definitely, because hiyo sio kitu watoi wao, unaona. Waliumwa na machungu na wakasema kama hakuna watu hawezi tafuta a way kusettle their things ina mature way. Unaona kabisa waliteseka na walisumbuliwa na hizo vitu, but like I said, Carlos ni mtu anaelewa, na hata akisema anaelewa, unaona kabisa sisi ni wazazi, si unajua mtoi kama amehatiwa majatika, you see it. Hata akikwambia naelewa na understand, unajua tu kabisa there is still something inside yake. You see. So venye huyo Washuka amesema watu ile kitu wanaona wakiwa wadogo, hiyo kitu wagaiwaachi haraka hivyo. It's very very true. Hiyo kitu wanabeba.
Amesema aje, I work in a hospice and I have seen in the I think it's in the past, people with dementia go back repeating each phase of their life, and in an old people you see a young boy and girl who is back into those times that his or her parent were fighting when life was kind of difficult. The fear, the pain, the suffering, what we go through when we are young, to our last breath. Yeah, they don't forget.
You are right. You are definitely right. Ni hiyo point ndio nilikuwa nataka kusema, watu hiyo kitu wagaiwatoki. Hata kama utaongea na wao unajaribu kuwapatia nguvu, unawaambia sikizeni kulienda hivyo na hivyo na hivyo, na I'm so sorry, you can say sorry as much as you want, na hata kuchukia lakini bado hiyo pain iko, unaona kabisa. Kwanza hao maboys kuwa na maboys ni watu wanataka kujifanya they want to be protector, just like men they want to be the protector, so wanaficha, but as a mother you really feel it, unaona. And you see
I'm for more of a boy child, and the reason why I'm for more boy child is because I have seen a lot of men, they suffer and they don't have wanaume, unfortunately, they don't have anybody that fight for them.
Exactly. Na hawaongei, they really don't show their feelings. Unaona,
Yes.
kuna mahali inafika wana bust, naona kabisa hiyo kitu ilimsumbua sana, lakini still kuna deep inside them wako na machungu na hawezi kutoa kuongea. Boys ni very difficult kuongea na wao.
They don't. Hata kwa sababu hata wale wanaume wenye wamenyang'anywa watoto, the women have the kids and they are the ones who have to go pick up the kids. They cannot be able to express the pain, but these people are going through a lot.
And that's another topic. So if you are men right there, because I know I have all those experiences with men who are suffering out there, you need to call all the men there, because trust me, I'm on your side, because
mimi nakuwa side ya wanaume pia. Mimi by the way si kusema ati niko against women, no, me I also fight for men, because hata mimi venye tumesema Grace, I know watu huaga wapigani wanaume, wanafikiria wanaume juu hawaoneshani, hawalii, hawana emotion, wako nazo, wako na feelings, and they wako heart deep inside. It's only they cannot show it like us women. We women, we are emotional, we always show our feelings, but men it's very difficult.
Right. And I have boys. I don't want my boys to go through trauma just because of the other woman. So we have that topic coming. Don't worry.
Lakini si kusema hata hao ni venye wako wazuri.
I want to ask a question.
Ask.
Ask,
tunakusikia.
Is it worth? Nyinyi mmeolewa na mzungu, hata huyu mdhoni alikuwa ameolewa na mzungu. Is it worth going to the lawyers, ama ukipata hiyo shida heri mtu arushe mkono ajiende?
Hapana kurusha mkono. Unarusha mkono kwa nini? Kwani watoto ni mawe utatupa just like that? Afadhali niende kwa huyo lawyer tupigane vita. Kama ni vita ni vita. Sikuachi just like that. Nitakuachia nikiingia kwa kaburi. Hivyo mimi hivyo usema kabla uninyangaye watoto just like that, tutapelekana mbio. Afadhali ni lose nikijua nimepigana vita mpaka matende ishe. Siwezi throw my hand. I can't.
Do you have something to say?
You can go.
Because I talk all the time.
Okay, I just have a few things to say. One, what I have to say might not have much weight because I don't have kids, but from the things that I have seen is that, Sisi, we live in a very narcissistic society. Everybody just thinks about them. And it's unfortunate when people end up having kids, they forget that their life ends and the children's lives begin. So you have to be there to nurture them and to take care of them and be there for them at all times. So sasa kama historia Kamotho and Virginia, naona Kamotho did what he wanted to do. He didn't care about the kids. Forget the kids. I care about my love life. And if this woman is making me happy, that's the one that I'm going to take. Forget about this other woman. And then the kids, forgetting that it's not about you anymore. It's not about your love life and how you want to be so happy. You have to worry about those kids. And it's so unfortunate that you take them, you are wanting to make your life happy, very content, and then you are making the other person miserable by taking away the kids. You didn't even have the courtesy kuongea na huyo mama when you had 12 kids with. Figure out when you can make it work so the kids can go back and forth. But anyway, that's a different thing. So I was talking about child support and she was disagreeing with child support. For me, I know child support is hard on one parent because it's a lot of money that's going to the other parent, and some parents think that huyu msetu anachukua tu pesa and he's doing whatever he wants to do with the money, but kids need to be taken care of. Kids are expensive, so paying that child support. Grace always says, even if that man or that woman goes out and akula happy with that money, that parent is the one that's having to take care of the kid every single day. You don't know how those kids are getting fed. You don't know how wanapelekwa shule. You don't know anything. You just know that you're paying child support. And Grace always says this. Think about it like you're paying somebody to babysit your kids. Just do it. It's hard and it's money that is painful that you are working hard for and having to pay for the other person. But the kids need the money. Now, another thing that Rose had said, that an idea is to have a government card where unaweza eka pesa hapo so the government can monitor how the money is being used, so the money can be used only for the kids. That's even an option. But don't say that we shouldn't have child support because kids need to be raised somehow. And somebody, is not the primary caretaker of the parent might take advantage of it. Aseme, oh, okay, so I don't have to see my kids, whatever, the other parent can take care of the kids. I don't think so. The kids need to be raised with, and finances need to be there. Money needs to be there. Kids are expensive, and you should know that when you're having kids. Before you have them, you should know that they're expensive. Okay, one last thing, and then I'll be done. Alafu nitatoka. I think therapy is very imperative. Divorce and separation of parents is so damaging, not traumatic to the kids. For me, I'm pro therapy. I think it's very important, especially when before kids were fike 8. Very important when they do therapy.
I didn't want to distract you. Continue. I knew. That's why I'm sorry, guys. The people on the show. I'm not gonna be posting some comments sometimes because it distracts some people. Janet, continue, and then I'll post that comment.
Yes, because Janet is talking a very important point.
Yeah,
Janet, go on.
That's it. I just wanted to say therapy is important. That's it. Because I lost now my train of thought, but that's all I wanted to say.
No, I want you to talk about that therapy because no, I want Janet to finish about the therapy part. Because there's a stigma in our community about therapy because you're more faith-based people. Our community, we are more faith-driven, and so we don't look at therapy as part of healing or part of a foundation that can shift your attitude or your emotions or your life. There's a stigma with the therapy in our community. So I want you to talk about it.
I don't have much to say. I just know I spoke to Ian. Ian is Mso's son, my nephew. And Kamwambia, after Gabriel passed away, which is his brother, my other nephew. Nikamwambia, Ian, I really think with the whole divorce thing going on and you losing your brother, it's important to consider therapy. But he said, like Grace said, I'm gonna pray about it. It's good to pray about it, to believe in the divine or a higher power. It's good, but there's something about speaking to a professional when yatakwambia something that maybe you already know, but there's just something about mtu akikwambia, and it's a professional, they've gone to school for this, not just a friend or a mother or a sister or a nephew or a niece, but when a professional tells you information and anakupea the right tools to know how to overcome this grief, not overcome, but heal, recover through this grief, and to heal over the trauma that has happened to you as a child that has gone through parents who have been divorced. It's very, I think to me, it's very important. But watu wengine, they might disagree with me, but therapy, there's just something about it when somebody tells you, a professional tells you and gives you information and tools to be able to work through ndioweze kuheal, so you can be how do I say this? You are able to heal and be a renewed person. So that's what I think. But everyone is different. But I'm pro therapy, pro therapy, and it doesn't have to be expensive therapy because there's cheap therapy and there's free therapy. So it doesn't have to be, something that you're paying for. And as a college student, therapy that is free.
No, can I add something to that? Therapy ni ukweli. Therapy waga mimi mwenyewe sijai believe in therapy, but nowadays I do believe it's sometimes good, like unasema kuongea na mtu professional, they'll more than even talking to your sister or your mother, not because you don't trust them, because huyo mtu utamwambia vitu zingine na gonna open you more up than a sister or mom. It has nothing to do with trust. Lakini wanaume, because my boys too ni wanaume, it's very difficult kuambia waende therapy. They don't believe in those things. I tried to with Carlos and he told me, Mom, no, I'm not for that at all. And he told me the same thing. I'm praying and I know you pray for me and that's gonna help me in every way.
My daughter joined therapy. So
there is a question here. Almira and Auriza, I have a question. Should parents who have been denied access to their kids pay for child support?
It doesn't matter. That's your child. You have to support your child. It doesn't matter. It's not because of the mother. Yeah, it's not about the mother. That's what I add. It's not about the mother. It's about even if that mother is denying that child, just remember that child has to eat, has to drink, and has to go to school.
Yeah,
But
kusupport watoi, yeah. I'm for that too.
I wish the law can change and make
Excuse me.
sure that the money that you pay the child support, if either the mother or the father is denying you the child because of the child support should be put in a code for them when they go to college. That money can fund them for their college.
I have something to say about the child support.
Because the other part, both parents, especially in the world we are living today, both parents, they earn money. So that parent, even you left, she has a house, she has job, she has the food to put on the table. The other parent the same way. So the money should be going straight to the child to support that child. Because either way, with the child support, or if whatever the father died or the mother died, you could still have supported that child.
So I have a different. I agree partially with you, but I have a different way, because I have been on the other side of raising the kids by myself, and they do help here and there, teeny bitty, like a tiny star here and there, like. But I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus. But let me say this: I believe you should. I support people to pay child support. I do not support crazy child support, like somebody asking for 2,000 or getting 2,000 when the other parent is only being left by 1,000. They cannot be able to support themselves, right? But I believe there should be a cap of you giving or paying that child support, because can you imagine if you're the primary parent, like I am the one who is waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to prepare the kids. I have to drop them to school. I have to pick them up. I have to pay for the school's activity. I have to put food on the table. I have to clean. I have to cook. I have to do laundry. I have to take them to activity. All that. You can't even pay me 500 for all that. 2 kids, even 1,000 can't. But it's good for you to chip in something small to show at least that you are caring. You're good enough to care for your kids. You brought them in this world. You should take care of them. I don't think, and I know you believe in the card system where they show there's some activity.
Don't you think when those children, they get 18 years old and they don't have money to go to college, because there's so many children right now, they don't have money to go to college, and some of them even they cannot qualify to get those student loans.
I agree.
Don't you think that even you yourself, you're being selfish as a mother, instead of putting that money to their college fund? You want that money?
Okay. They need the money immediately too.
Rose,
they need the money today.
Let me talk about diaspora. Raising a child in diaspora is very expensive.
It is.
It's very expensive. So there's no way you're giving somebody $1,000 or $1,500 for 2-3 kids, and you expect a partial amount of money is gonna go towards their college.
No way.
It is not realistic unless you, as the primary custodian, you're earning more money that the other income that is coming in is just like a tip. But if you
what about the people, if you don't want to, I was talking about, instead of involving this kind of government ugly lawmakers, whatever, instead of all that, because I have a friend of mine in Houston.
But there are very few parents.
He became, they're together like this. If there is no food in that house, he goes and shop the whole house every week.
Rose, it takes mature.
He does that.
It takes mature people, mature parents to do that. 99% of the parents.
Now you're going to the point. You're going to the point I said I made. People, they have to mature up and come together, and raise those children like 2 parents, not like separate parents.
But they should pay the child support. So Almina asked, should they pay child support even though they are denied? Yes, I know. You should pay child support whether you are denied the access or not.
Amesema watu walipe by fire by force.
Yeah, by fire by force walipe.
I disagree. If a parent, I don't know the circumstance why the parent would be denied, unless they are a drug parent that is
your sister
completely
is being denied. Your sister
that's
is denied a child.
I disagree with that. When a parent is denied a child, you should know why you denied a child. How is it fair for me to? I don't know. That's a tough situation.
Let me tell you, you're not paying the child. You're not paying the child support to access the kid. You're paying the child support because it raises the child.
To support the
kid.
The
The
But it's
access is
not
a whole
fair
different
to be
thing.
denied the child to see
It
the
is not
kid.
fair. I have said that. It's not fair.
Okay. How are
But
you
that
raising?
should not give you a leeway.
Grace, let me stop you right there. How are you getting that child? Suppose you are raising a child when you have a daddy that is so angry because he was done injustice, or a mom who was done injustice and paying that child support and still being denied to see the child. How are you raising that child? You are a scammer. You're gonna be a scammer because you know what? The child doesn't have the father, number one, because he is angry. The father will be picking up the phone and say, you know what? I told you your mother is taking the child support. Don't call me. Don't call me. She take care of you.
And
so
it shouldn't be like that.
You're a child because of child support.
It shouldn't.
Because of child support.
It should not be. It should not be like that. It should not be like that.
But it's like that in most cases. Yeah, but it's like that in most cases. And that's annoying. That's annoying. Una support watoi wako and still you don't have uwezi waona, unajua ni vibaya. It's so annoying.
It is bad. It is bad.
Na ujue kuna wazazi wakora wanatumia hiyo pesa baada ya kusaidia watoi, ndio wanatumia na matumizi yao. Wanaenda kununua vitu zao na hata wasaidii watoi. You know, is that fair? Is that fair? Unatuma pesa ndio unataka watoto wako wasaidike, lakini hawasaidiki in the reality.
Until you get in that shoe and you fit in that shoe, you know what we mean. It's not no. You are not supposed. You are not raising a child. Whenever you are raising that child, you are denying that child to go to see the other parent just because of the child support. You also you are evil, and that both of you are evil at the same time. But that child is the one who's suffering.
I know. I want to clear the air. I have always said it is not right for any parent to deny the other child the access to see the kids. 2, it's the right thing as a parent to support your child, whether you have access or not. It is the right thing to support that
Definitely,
child.
it's right, Grace, but it's annoying. It's annoying.
Paying child support, however much pain you feel that I'm paying child support and I'm not able to see the kids, it's the right thing for you to do to support that child. Whether you
I do understand the parents who say, you know what, sio nia watoi na sitatuma hiyo pesa, ni maile machungu wako nazo. It's not right. I know it's not right, but I can understand their feelings.
At the end of the day, whether you understand the feelings, because it stops being about you and it starts being about the child. The minute you bring that child, it stops being about you. So put your feelings aside. I know it's hard.
Na wazazi ukataza mtu, hao wazazi wenye wanatumiwa pesa na wanakukataza kuonea watoi. Ujue ni wazazi wakora. Hiyo pesa hata wapati watoi. Watoi hawanunuli manguo, hawafanyi zile vitu wanafaa kupatiwa Grace. Unaona hawapatili anaikuwa mfuko yake. So it's not right. Na ni ukweli it's about the kids, not about the parents. But still anaiba anaikuwa mfuko yake na atumie matumizi ya watoi. So how is that right?
And Wango, I support you that point kwa sababu acha nikuambie unachajua hiyo child support na tena the same kids wanakupigia simu wanakuambia mami or daddy I don't have this.
Sina nguo, sina nini.
Sasa unalipa child support unakuta
utatuma.
Tena ile pesa umepatiana times 5 times 0 ungekuwa hata umepatia. Yani hata afadhali hangekupeleka kwa hiyo child support.
So it's annoying, Grace. It's annoying. Na mimi siyuko against kusupport watoi. Tunafaa sisi tunasupport watoi wetu in all way.
God was a comment. I grew up in a broken home and I thank God for my mom because I saw what she went through, how she suffered, but she never turned against our dad, whom I didn't care much about because I couldn't stomach how he treated my mom. But my mom never turned against him. So the only thing negative I have about my dad is the thing I saw happening, not what my mom told. And my mother should realize that it's our job to make sure that our kids see their dad as their dad and not. Yes, I agree. That's
makofi kwa huyo mom.
Yes, that's how it should be.
Apatiwe makofi yake.
Ni ukweli, lakini mimi mwenyewe hata nikiwa na makasiriko yangu Grace utaisikia nimeenda, and I guess all of you do that. Mimi taenda kwa watoto wangu niwaambie bayao ati ni mbaya ama kitu kama hiyo. I'll never kuwapatia hiyo picha, siwezi. Lakini hawa wanaume ndio wanapatia watoto nini picha mbaya ya mama zao, their mothers. You see? Mimi no day I'll ever do that, never.
tuko na politician hapa ati the kids the parents deny access to the kids because they have money and they don't care about the money. Hiyo ni siasa ya kwanza. Ngoja tuende ingine. Amesema Grace, no, hatulipi, no access, no payment. Mwanaume mwingine.
Kids are expensive, but men aren't second-class parents. Parenting
Kids
is
are expensive, but men aren't second-class parents. Parenting isn't money; it's parental availability. Kwani in the 1800s, kids ate 1,000 worth of potato and githeri.
Point.
Basic need provisions is the most needed.
No, Victor.
Shoes and 40% of income.
Yes, not good shoes. Hiyo ni ya ukweli hiyo. Huyu amegonga point.
I don't know. Able to scare vyenye Peter amesema, I guess we are losing the point here. As much as we give child support, that money will never be the bridge to raise children. All they need is love and care from both parents.
That's the foundation of kids. Money. You can't live in this world without money.
No, it's not, Janet, it's not about money. It's about that child. It's the best interest of that child. It's not about money.
Oh, your pride. Okay. Washuka amesema, Armina, it's not about you or your ex or your pride or anger or your ego and or whatever shit happens. Nimesoma hiyo jina. Okay, between you and two, it's about the kids. And that's when the parents need to put everything aside for the sake of the kids. Let me tell you, I agree with Washuka.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about Peter's comment. And I agree it's about raising the kids. But as much as it's raising the kids, parents should take care of their kids.
Yeah, sure. Lazima wachunge. Kama uko na uwezo unawanunulia vitu, unatumana pesa ndio waendelee mbele. Yes. Hakuna mtu anapinga hiyo. Mimi mwenyewe sipingi hiyo kusaidia watoi.
Angie,
in means of money.
Angie, as a primary caretaker, I know it's too much work raising a child. It is not easy.
Sikatai grade na sipingi hiyo, na sipingi anakuwa anapatiwa pesa, lakini mimi najua pia kuna wazazi venye nimesema ni waizi. Unawatumia hizo pesa lakini hawasaidii watoto. Na si unasema it's about kids. Yes, it's about kids. Lakini sasa huyo mzazi mwenye anatumia pesa na kwa mfuko yake, how is that correct? How is that about kids?
To me,
no, it's about the money. Ni pesa tu anataka kunyonya, kukamura. Yeah, for his own sake.
You know why I think, Angie, you know why I think you should not worry about the other parent misusing money, which is not good. I don't think it's good to misuse the money.
No, it's not good because watu wana kupiga simu at the end of the day wanakuambia mom sina hii. Unashindwaje? Nilituma pesa. Zimeenda wapi?
Na ulituma pesa.
Na ulituma pesa.
Sikatai. I know this is
na on top of that wanapata child support. Wanapatiwa child support. Usisahau watoto kwanza huku Jerumani wanalipwa watoi. Sasa hizo pesa zote unatuma na za child support zinaendaga wapi jameni? How is that right?
Sasa inakuwa ni business.
Hakuna, alafu na watoto wangu wanateseka. Na unatumia watoi wafaidike. Na watoi wangu wanateseka.
Joyce anasema wanafanya hivi, ni kukunywa wanakuja keroro.
Alafu sasa unaniambia ni watoto wangu wanafaidika. In which way?
Angie, the primary care provider ama caretaker ama huyo the primary custodian, huyu ndiye anakaa na watoto. Kwa hivyo huyu mtoto sazia anagonjeka, yeye ndiye kwa hiyo nyumba anakimbizana huyo mtoto.
And that's the language I don't want.
Anaenda kulipa hospitali you don't pay in Europe, ne?
But it's your kid too. It's your kid too.
I don't want to hear.
Mimi sikatai watumiwe pesa, nasema hiyo ukora ya kuweka pesa kwa mfuko. Hiyo ndio nasema.
Nilia kusema ati there is a primary caretaker. A father and a mother, they are both primary. Because there is no, both of their parents. So stop kutumia this scientific educational word. Yes, political names. No. We either as a father or my mother, we are all primary. I'm a mother, he's the father. Simple.
Okay, so then I think the how it would work that way is if the government wasn't involved. if women and the husband decide that this is not working out anymore, don't take it to the court system, because if you take it to the court system, they're gonna do what they think is best for the kids. They're gonna make a decision for the kids for you and your parent and your husband. So if you don't think that each child support system is messed up, it's rigged, then you and the husband or the ex-husband be mature enough to come to the decision that, you know what, we're gonna take care of these damn kids till they grow up, you know, and this is my part. This is what I'm gonna do. And hopefully at a whole their end, I say, okay, if I'm gonna give the kids $500 a month, want to pay kids $500 a month, they come to my house 3 days, they come to your house 2 days, whatever it works. But okay, if you involve the government system, they will make the decision, and they don't even care about your kids. They don't even know your kids.
No.
So.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I am not in support of the government because I didn't do it. But at the same time, because of people are different. Okay, we are not all the same. And because we are different, I think the government should be involved. Because this is what happens when two parents are fighting, or they can agree today that yes, I'll pay $500 or I'll be giving you $1,000 every month. The problem becomes if these other parents start moving on, huyu mzazi mwingine anaanza kukua na kawivu. That's one. Some cases will happen like that. Two, wanaume unajua wanaendaga wakiendaga. Some of men wanaendaga wakiendaga. So if they get involved in a relationship, they can disappear completely, never to be seen.
Okay, let me speak about the African,
our community,
African population. Most of them, yeah, what are telling not trial, and they don't care, and they're gonna do and they're gonna leave anyway. So even come on a lipe child support, they don't end up paying for it anyway. So it might as well the political system is involved, or the government system is involved. Then the parents, they can figure out something, you know. Yes. But yes, most of them are not even taking care of their kids, let alone pay child support. They're not there for their kids. So why involve the government if it's? I have a lot of respect for you, Grace, because the government wasn't involved, so you did things the way you thought should have been done, and things ended up working out. If the dads wants to be in their life, they can be. But with Rose, I feel so bad because it wasn't her decision. With Ruth, it wasn't her decision to involve the government. It just happened. That's the unfortunate part. But I'm against the.
And that's where you can see the difference, because Grace, baby daddies, they are from Kenya. Mine was a white man. Trust me, we have another episode going. Now we are talking another lady who is being, the child has been taken away from her.
Almira amesema it's not about raising the kids alone. It's about raising the kids as both parents. I have access. I can talk to my kids and they can tell me what they want, and you support them as a parent. Some of us, we can do anything to our children, but the big boss, one parent decides you cannot access your kids, but she wants your dash money.
Fucking money.
Okay, we have somebody who can read.
Umekuwa Joho.
Yeah. Nani?
Huyo Almira amekuwa Joho.
Nani?
Joho.
I think the child support is a very sensitive issue when it comes to our community. It's a very sensitive issue. I know a lot of parents have been affected through that child support financially, and some of them, they get angry because they pay money but they don't see where that money is going. But unfortunately, as long as you're not the primary custodian, you will never have the accountability of that money. I do not think that just because you're paying child support, you should have the accountability. I do not think. That's me. Everybody has their own different opinion. Rose feels that there should be a card system where they can see every transaction of the money that is paid. I don't think so. I think when you give me the money, I have the kids 60 or 70% of the time. I mean, I'm doing a lot of things with the kids, even buying them things here and there. It's money that you will never see. So for you to tell me to give you the accountability of that money, I think it's crazy. But at the end of the day, every parent should have access to their kids, and child support should be given to support the kids. It's the right thing to do. it is the right thing to do. What do you have, Joyce, as we are finishing up? We are wrapping up right now.
No, me I'm on that side. Vile Janet amesema watu walipwe. Kama umeambiwa ulipe ulipe. Ala,
Kama ataenda kukunywa
ama aje jano. Mtu akikunywa akunywe shauri yake. Mimi niende nifanye kazi, mimi nilipe mtu.
Wezi?
Hapana. Hapana.
Nani Judy aliyeko kwa child support, although I think walitoa, but aliyeko kwa child support.
Haya, na nalipanga.
I have 3 ladies I know, our friends. Mmoja kwanza analipa 3800 kwa sababu na yeye ako na nursing home. Analipa 3800. A lady $800.
So that's a lot of money. See, now when it comes to that $800 at child support,
but
I don't
she
think
has a nursing home. So wakati alichapwa child support na ni mzungu, she's paying a white man $3800.
That's a lot.
Sasa hiyo si ndio nakuuma kulipa mzungu.
Itakuuma. Yeah.
It's a lot of money, but you know
mimi
what?
nilikuja Ulaya nilipe mzungu.
You have to. Able to see another guy. I like to hear what the guy. I am for a boy child. Jacob amesema, the thing here, and please listen to me very carefully. Respect for women is the cure for the idols. Men, we must mature up. Even the scripture has it, and that's why men were given the responsibility to. Amen to that. Amen to Jacob.
Where are you from, Jacob? Wow. Yes.
My kisses.
Unaona huyo Jacob kama ni mwanaume ni sawa atoe hiyo pesa. It is normal. Lakini mimi si mwanamke uninyang'anya watoto na nikulipe. Hapana, hata wewe unanienjoy.
Victor amesema, let's revisit this with a solution. We're going to have to find a solution. Victor, we'll have to find. But I am with Jacob that it is the right thing to do. Na yeye kwanza ameona from a man perspective. If only we had men like Jacob, I think this world would be a better place.
It would be. But people,
it has his responsibility.
Yeah.
He understands his responsibility as a man. Whether I am paying child support or not, it's my responsibility. It's the right thing to do. I think that's powerful. I can't say anything. I'm going to finish up with Jacob. He summed up my...
Grace, wewe kama mama unanyima watoto huwaoni na ulipe hiyo child support.
Yes, because the reason why I'm saying you pay child support, it's the right thing to do. Does it feel like it's right? It doesn't feel like it's right, but it's the right thing to do. Support your kid. Kama Judy nilikuwa namwambia, do whatever it takes. Just do it. Huyo mtoto akifika 18, let me tell you, most of the time these kids, they come looking for their parents.
Yeah.
You'll have something to stand up on. Useme aje, your dad never gave me the chance to see you. But see, I used to send the support every time. I have my uncle, I'm not going to mention him. He was supporting his kids from a distance, right? And so when he ended up going, that's not my business. But when he ended up coming together with the wife had been telling the kids, your dad doesn't support you. But the good thing, he had the script. He said, look at this. I've been sending money. I've been supporting you guys. So now the kids, they come to realize, so mama be lie.
Somebody was lying.
Be doing some. It's gonna be easy for you to form that relationship kwa sababu hata kuangalia from a place of, you didn't care about me, you never reached out for me, you never called me, you never remembered my birthday. Watajua somebody was blocking that and it wasn't you.
Yes.
The right thing to support your kid under any circumstance is the right thing to do. Kwa sababu huyo mtoto akikuwa mkubwa, again, they will always come back and they're gonna find the truth. What are you gonna tell them? So I know Rose talks about the card. I am not for the card system. But guys, today we are going to be very strict on our time. It's 1 hour. I love you guys. Thank you for just watching and being with us. Dominic amesema can't even send I have $1. I'm watching, waiting for the kids wafike 18.
But let me say he's lying because he does take care of his kids though.
Can't send even half $1. I'm watching, waiting for the kids wafike 18.
Mwanaume huyu ni Munyeri, huyu labda ni Munyeri, huyu ni Munyeri. Jacob amesema I'm with Jacob. I am loving Jacob. Anasema it's simple. The beauty of a woman is to provide. Whether you are separated or divorced, if you have to, please learn that those kids must go for their mom and you must provide. Ujinga yote comes from the men. I wish I could be in a position to address my fellow cows.
Wow.
Okay, next time, Jacob, we're gonna invite you. You're gonna do that.
Well, my fellow ng'ombe inatoa sauti gani? Moo. My fellow moo.
But anyway, guys, America.
Yeah?
Ng'ombe America.
Nadhani anaongea mambo ya ng'ombe America. Atatuambia Jacob ni ng'ombe America ama ni I think anaongea kuhusu all the cows. Ng'ombe zote.
All the cows. Okay.
But anyway, we are finalizing.
Okay,
Joyce, your last word before we close.
Judith backstage.
Joyce, your last word before we close.
Thank you very much that I'm learning a lot from you. Because now I have nitafunza hata mtoto wangu nitamwambia wewe chunga. Unaona, so I'm learning because me, I'm no more in danger. Lakini I have a daughter. So nitamfunza hii maneno wachunge sana, wasianze hii maneno ya separation na aache maneno hiyo. So salimikeni.
Amen. Angelica, what do you have to say? Nimemfunga pole. Okay, pole.
Ulinifunga kitambo.
Ulimweka Kamete.
Okay,
amenika Kamete kitambo. No, mi sina anything else ya kusema, na mi nasema sipingi watoi wasaidiwe. Jumi kusaidia for me it's normal. Lazima tusaidie watoi. Lakini wazazi wengine waache uizi. Mkitumiwa pesa, hata kama mnafanya nini, wacheni kukula hizo pesa. Saidieni watoto venye mnasema ni za kusaidia watoto. Wacheni kukula ati mnaenda kuweka kwa mifuko mnakula nyinyi. So that's it. Kusaidia watoi lazima. Hiyo sijaipinga, na mimi sitaiacha kusaidia watoto wangu no matter what. Lakini wizi ndio mimi napinga.
Before malize ngoja tuone. Aramila amesema that this ninja, your mother refused me to see you. That this ninja
refused me to see you.
Washika kasema you said it, Grace. Yes. And Victor ate Asha kirenyaga hiyo jamba. Wewe Victor usiingililie Jacob. Ati Zaleni unono and miss you, God bless you, or God bless you Washuka. Jacob amesema ng'ombe zote duniani. Zote alisema ng'ombe zote. Zote ziko na white milk.
Zote ziko na
White milk. Hey.
And tuache upuzi, and the world will be the best place for us. It's called love, the greatest command. Okay.
Yes.
Almira akasema, anyway, nice topic, made me get worked up, but at least today mumetetea wanaume. We are always for men. We just have to say something. But anyway, Rose, your final word. We are
my final word, I'm so grateful for everybody who joined us today. We thank you, we love you. Thank you for the comments. We appreciate them. And we're going to say that the word that love, that Arumira just said, that's all needed in the family. And let us have peace for the sake of those children. I want everybody that is doing wrong to the other parent just because they are not supporting, they are not paying the child support. That's not the way, because at the end, you are not solving the problem. You are doubling the problem. because of the money, and you're gonna raise a crazy child. I can bet you that. So the good thing is like come together, talk, join with each other, and make that peace and love. And as I told you last time, I told you about my husband. You know, it doesn't matter whatever the problem he goes through with his ex-wife. Trust me, those children, they know that they are loved by those both parents. And for me, as their stepmother, I step aside even when he goes to pick them up. You know, because sometimes I will get angry or whatever because she was a crazy woman. But I say, you know what, let me step aside for the sake of those children. Not because of me, not because of her, because of those children. Because whenever my husband raised good children, I raise good ones too. So please come together as one. I love you guys and God bless you.
Okay, Janet, your last word.
Much love.
Much love. To go back on what Rose said, is I agree with everything na Angelica, na Joyce, and of course Grace. I can't say much because, like I said, you know, for me, my opinion is it has very little weight. But if everybody was selfless and if every man had love, like Tommy Amesema, I think the world would be truly a better place, you know, if we just stop thinking about ourselves and think about the other person and think about the kids. Maybe hata hii child support inaweza elementiwa na government, and we can have a better co-parenting system where, you know, the kids can go back and forth without any issues. But I hope tunaweza fika to that place soon, because it's a tragedy how these kids are suffering, seriously suffering. But we need better men in this world. That's what we need. Better men that are leaders, and they are lovers and they care. So that's all I need to say.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow us on this platform, 7 Kenyan Golden Girls. Thank you for watching us. You can share. We're gonna be coming here with some more juice from our experience. So whatever we share here on the platform, even though it's our we have our own opinion and our own experiences. I do not want somebody to think, oh, these girls are crazy. No, it's our experience. It's our life experience. It's what we have gone through. So when we talk about single parenting, yes, we are living it. We have gone through it. We have seen it firsthand, and so it's coming right from a place of experience, not just Kenya tunaona na huko nje. So I love you guys. I hope to see you next week at time like this. Thank you for joining again. And I hope you have a nice week. Next time we want guys to come here and share their, we want guys to come here and share their experience. So if you're a guy out there and you want to join, I will send you the link so you can come and share your side of the story. We were supposed to do 1 hour, but it's okay. It's okay. Yo guys, bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Joyce yarĩire mĩao